Ladies and gentlemen of America and of Europe and of Asia and everywhere, really. Welcome to Red Dirt Success Podcast number 1. My name's Brian White, the Red Dirt Success. I got a couple of guests with me today for this here podcast, one of which happens to be owner and proprietor of the place in which we're recording said podcast. My good friend for, I don't know, what do you think, T-Hodge? 17 years, 15 years?
Ish.
Mr. Travis Hodge, owner and proprietor of the old Hodge Lodge.
Yes.
Yes. And across from me, our musical guest for the week, Mr. Ben McKenzie, all the way from Stillwater, Oklahoma. Benjamin, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me, man.
Oh, anytime. I enjoyed doing a couple of beta tests for Quail podcasts over here and decided it was time for Red Dirt Success. So if you're listening to this, you are probably checking it out on reddirtsuccess.com, my brand new fucking website.
There you go.
So I put a thing together last night as I was sitting awake on the laptop, and I typed up basically an outline because I figured out last time without an outline you just ramble and wander aimlessly. But then Dylan Stewart was supposed to be here, and I kind of apportioned time for Mud Creek, and there's no Mud Creek. But it is very funny to read. So from time to time during the podcast, I will be reading bits and pieces from my Red Dirt Success Podcast number 1 Word document. And the first item on the list is the stupid made-up theme song of the week. You can go north, south, east, or west. You can go in any direction that you'd want to, I guess. I know I ain't perfect, maybe I do my best. I'm a red dirt diva, I'm a red dirt success. That's the stupid made-up theme song of the week. So, we are, hanging out here in Shawnee, Oklahoma at the Hodge Lodge. If you are interested in, coming down here and doing your own podcast or your own recordings of music or talking about pets, I don't know what people would want to record that wasn't music and
No
talking.
pets. No pets.
Pet. You can't talk about your pet here? I had to write a song about a lady's pet when we did our Kickstarter back a year and a half ago now. And that was weird because the lady just was like, I want the song to be about my cat Luna.
So where did you record it
she's
at?
pretty much the best cat ever. I recorded it at a place in Austin where we did all of our stuff. Yeah. Well, this was actually at Blake Olson's house. But, yeah. I'm going to talk about songs and stuff. But yeah, Benjamin, coming from Stillwater. Is that where you were born? Were you born in Stillwater?
No, sir.
No?
I was born in Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City.
Yep.
I was born right here in Shawnee, America.
There you go.
Yeah. So
That's why y'all have known each other so long.
I grew up in Bethel Acres between here and there, which Bethel Acres is home
Okay.
of Wade Hayes and Jamie, what's that guy's name? Jamie Richards.
There you go.
Yeah, he was my dad's buddy growing up, apparently. So
There you go.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff comes out of Bethel Acres, weirdly, and it's not all music. So we're gonna play some songs. I was gonna start off with a Tom Skinner song because we're both Skinner fans.
Yeah, man.
And we'll talk about Skinner. That's the first thing on the list, really. Mud Creek was supposed to play a fucking song here. It says, Mud Creek, brief history / McClure / record label to Red Dirt disciple of the Church of the Holy Infant Tom Skinner of Bristow. And he was supposed to play a song after that, but since he ain't here, I'm going to play one of my favorites. Don't forget about the days. Don't forget about the nights. And don't forget about the shots we took in the dark, all the walks and the light. And don't forget about the highs. And don't forget about the lows. Don't forget about the secrets we shared, the ones nobody else knows. I'll always remember the first time you kissed me. Guess I just want you to miss me every now and then. when I'll be around if you ever change your mind. Oh no, I'm not that hard to find. This old town ain't that big. I'll always remember the first time you kissed me. Guess I just want you to miss me every now and then. When I'll be around if you ever change your mind. Oh no, I'm not that hard to find. This old town ain't that big. Don't you forget about the dreams, and don't forget about the songs, 'cause that's exactly how we fell into love. Love's where we belong. Oh, and that's exactly how we fell in love. Love's where we belong. Tiny Tom Skinner?
Yeah, man. Very nice.
Yes, sir. I think Tom wrote that one, but I could be wrong about that. There's a lot of Tom songs. Tom was really good at that. We're talking about our friend Tom Skinner here. Tom Skinner played, of course, bass for Garth Brooks' band back in the day, Santa Fe. And he was quoted in the book about Santa Fe. Apparently, the best quote in the book was, of course, a Tom Skinner quote. And apparently, he was telling the story about they were loading into a bar, and there was just nothing out around them. They were somewhere in, like, New Mexico, and this horse is, like, pissing on a flat rock, and he just says, "Santa Fe really gets him pissing." So, yeah, man. How did you get into Tom? Like, who got you into Tom first?
Somebody from Stillwater, an old friend of mine, gave me some CDs, and I'd heard a lot about him from just when I first showed up. Like, one of my buddies, Cale Lester, you know who he is.
Yeah.
He was real familiar with all that stuff, and he was kind of took me under his wing for a while, showed me a bunch of stuff.
That's awesome.
You guys.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
all
man.
kinds of stuff.
Well, that's what's cool, I think, about Oklahoma is that people aren't afraid to share their favorite bands and the
Right.
stuff they're listening to. And
Yeah.
it's kind of how we grow, and that's, I think, why the Red Dirt thing has become it was a thing for a while, and then everybody kind of shied away from it because they didn't know what to think about it.
Right.
But it's coming back with a vengeance with Red Dirt success.
I think so too, man.
I don't know why, but I feel like there is a difference, and like I've, there's been a lot of this. My friend Tanya doing the history of Red Dirt thing, and we're trying compiling all of this information from all these people and these sources of stories and stuff that happened, and like why it's a thing,
Right.
and why it's separate from the Texas country thing. And when you're in Texas, everything's Texas country, pretty much.
Well, you want to give it its real identity, kind of give it.
Right.
show
Well,
its
and like give
character.
it back some of the shine it had when the cross Canadian thing was
Right.
going on, the Great Divide thing.
Oh yeah.
There was a lull, and everything kind of went a little nuts, and now we're coming back with a Red Dirt vengeance. Yeah, man. Play one of your originals. Play a tune. I
Alrighty.
like your songwriting a lot.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, well, we hung out at the Dancing Deer. That was fun. Played some
yeah.
songs all freaking night.
That's one of my favorite places.
Yeah, man. Hell of a spot out there in Stillwater. I like it a lot. Been out there a couple of times.
You guys are the Watchdogs are playing out there soon.
Washita's Thursday night.
There you go.
There it is.
Song called Easy or Make It Look Easy, something like that. No, I'm not paranoid. Sometimes I'm seeing red. I know they ain't out to get me. Oh, wait, did you hear what they just said? Just back and forth on the same page over and yet again. Why don't you shut your mouth now, save it for some better friends? Yeah, you make it look easy to be a link right in the chain. Guess I'm a little bit rusty, been stuck out in the rain. You're only one of a million, both as we walk in the same pace. I burn it out to the floor, leave behind not a single trace. Gonna make it look easy. Yeah, I've been restless, can't drink myself to sleep. Think I think too much for someone that's living free. How about that old one? That's all the kids have come to say. Just movers and shakers, overstating their resumes. Yeah, they make it look easy to be a link right in the chain. Guess I'm a little bit rusty, been stuck out in the rain. You're only one in a million, both as we walk in the same pace. I burn it all to the floor, leave behind not a single trace. Gonna make it look easy. Yeah, you make it look easy. Yeah, you make it look easy to be a link right in the chain. Guess I'm a little bit rusty, been stuck out in the rain. You're only one of a million, both as we walk in the same pace. I burn it all to the floor, leave behind not a single trace. Gonna make it look easy. Yeah, you make it look easy.
Red Dirt Success. That's a great one.
Thank you, sir.
That is a good one.
I appreciate that.
When'd you write it?
A month and a half, 2 months ago.
Nice.
Something like that.
I write a lot. Some people don't write a lot.
Yeah, I try to, man.
Sometimes it comes easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes make it look easy. Hey, I find that I have places that I write better, like certain places, and I didn't believe in that for a while.
Yeah, me too.
But unfortunately, my places are never like my living room. My places are always like, oh, somebody's trailer in fucking North Texas.
Yeah, somewhere really inconvenient.
Right,
Well,
inconvenient
fuck.
to get to. But once you get there, it's like, man.
I got this idea, but how the hell am I going to get there?
Well, man, songs are weird. Songs take forever, and songs can come really fast. Like, I get some, and they're done in 15 minutes, and that's the coolest.
Yeah.
Oh, man, like,
That's
look,
the
I got a new
best.
thing now.
Yeah. And yeah, that's when you can really feel that artistic part of it. And then I've had some that I've started a year.
Oh yeah, I've had
later,
bits and
I finished
pieces
it,
in
you know?
years and years.
Yeah.
And Rattlesnakes was like that. Me and Buffalo wrote Rattlesnakes, and we started writing it under the influence of several substances. But I know we had eaten some mushrooms, and we wrote like the first verse and the chorus. It was great, and
It's a hell of a song.
We wrote it in a minor key.
Yeah, I know. I heard that old video of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think that's how I'm gonna do it. I may do that with McClure.
Oh yeah, that was a cool
Oh,
song.
really? Really?
No comment.
It didn't burn.
There you go.
Oh, I wasn't worried about that.
Red Dirt success.
I was worried about the
Oh, if you
McClure
break it,
comment.
I'm
Brian.
recording some stuff here too.
Yeah. And the T. Hodge Lodge appreciates your business, Brian. Please come back again soon.
I always come back again. I've been coming to this place for 15 years. The Hodge Lodge, a place of fair repute, where we sit in air conditioning with suits of armor and weird bunny toys on the wall and the spiral staircase, which there is. That's a real thing. We had the theremin.
Yes.
We should hook the theremin up next time.
It's-
We have the thereminute, which is more like a thero 30 seconds because nobody can stand theremin for 30 minutes when somebody can't play it like
It's actually right behind you on the shelf there.
it sounds a lot like that, only worse.
It's really neat when you hook it up to the synth.
It's a whole
there's
cornucopia of sound.
I have a Moog Minotaur synth upstairs, and
Got all kinds of stuff up there you can
it
play
hooks
with.
up through control voltage, and it's really neat, the sounds that you can make.
You can do your introductory song on that.
Yep.
Oh, the Red Dirt Theremin.
Yeah,
Red Dirt Theremin player.
yeah.
I've taken to putting Red Dirt into just about every song I play games with myself to keep myself occupied sometimes. So if I can constantly be thinking of like, where is a good Red Dirt going to fit into this one?
Oh yeah.
And I did it so much that in South Texas, they made a drinking game out of it.
Every time we did too one time.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
In New Braunfels, we did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good though. I like
is-
it.
It's
My favorite. The favorite one I heard was on that "Blown Back to Jesus" song.
Yeah.
It just
Oh man,
fits
I
too
can play
perfect.
that one.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite tunes.
Where'd you record that one at, Brian?
I haven't recorded that one.
There you go. Hey, look at there.
Well,
I guess
how-
I did. Did I do a demo here?
Yeah,
I did.
You did. Yeah, and it sounded amazing.
Yeah, but
except you left out.
I
The
left
second
out the
verse.
second verse. Yeah, that was right
Yeah.
when I had written it, and like
Well,
When'd you
you
write
know,
that one?
I didn't even notice that.
I didn't either for like a week because it did sound amazing.
I know, and like a month later, he comes over and he's like, "Man, I left out the second verse." And I was like, "I thought it was the whole song."
Yeah. How long ago did you write that one?
I think I finished that one at that
Hey,
trailer house that I was telling you
if
about.
you play that one, I can back you up on that one.
Sure,
you
Travis
go.
Hodge.
Except I don't know the second verse.
It's fine.
That's it.
So
Since we didn't record it here. Yeah. That's funny.
No, I wrote that one. I kind of had it brewing for a while, but it was probably about 6 months ago now, maybe 5. At
yeah,
the
you
time-
and what's his face came over. It's
what's his face?
he has one.
I'll never
name.
forget what's her name.
You know, it's kind of like a share
One
thing,
hand?
but it's not share. No, one name. You know, it's like a
Buffalo?
no, skinny feller, old.
Ira.
Yeah, that's
Oh
it right
yeah,
there.
Ira.
Hicks.
Good old Ira, man.
Yeah, he's cool.
He is cool. Ira showed up at the Wormy Dog when we were about to leave for the East Coast tour. He was like, "Hey, let me go with you guys. I'll pay for gas if I have to." We're like, "Fuck yeah, climb in." So we took him to New York City for the very first time.
Yeah. What else do you do?
He was an oil field worker from Kansas, a roughneck from way back. And yeah, fantastic fucking dude. I finished this one Ira's trailer in South Texas in New Braunfels.
Nice.
So credits go out to Ira Cavender. Ira Hicks is the other guy. He's at. No, I confuse them too. I forget their last names. Ira Hicks had a podcast. That's probably what you're thinking of. Shout out. Anyway,
Good plug.
I'm like when I've been doing this song. Like I started out and I would tell a story, and like some people are really good at telling stories. And it was never my strong suit. And I had to get really like used to doing it. I was always better at singing stuff. And I figured that out. I started doing it this way.
At what age did you figure that out?
I don't know, 20, whatever I am now, 39, 50, 78. Oh, you mean how old I am or how old I feel? Red Dirt Success.
Red Dirt Success.
You see, when I was a kid, me and my sister, we had a red wagon. And we had some pair of binoculars, and we had a notebook. And we would spy on our neighbors, and we called them the weird people, because it was. And we found out why they so weird about 4 years later, when I was getting a little older and kind of knew the ways of the world a little better. And that trailer house blew up, and we kind of knew what happened, and we kind of knew why they so weird, and why they was taking all those apart in the middle of the night and walking around during the day without the pants on. So I wrote this song for them. Oh, the batch, like hooked up last week, had us climbing the wall. Oh, I've been hanging with Susie. You said she's a floozy. Yeah, well, floozies, man, they'll do it all. I can't seem to keep up my pants. Susie, she can't help but dance. She's talking about a heaven we'll never get in, but we may have to try. If she'll learn how to read, don't you open the door to my tree light too fast. Well, you send us right back to Jesus. And as bad as we get, why, I'm willing to bet, Lord, dude, he won't be happy to see us. I put that sign on that door, red dirt, read it before you get him riled up to redeem us. Don't you open the door to my tree light too fast. Well, you send us right back to Jesus. Oh, the law been coming down hard on people like we. Oh, I've been dodging my bounty out there in Oak Fusty County. Yeah, well, they won't get one damn cuff on me. Don't hear no clicks on the line. Baby, you just keep looking out of the blinds. Someone's running the gamut. Well, Susie, goddammit. Oh, dying's no picnic. Ain't you read Revelations? Don't you open the door to my tree light too fast. Well, you'll send us right back to Jesus. And as bad as we get, oh, I'm willing to bet, Lord, that he won't be happy to see us. I put that sign on that door, damn it, read it before you get him riled up to redeem us. Don't you open the door to my tree light too fast. Well, you send us right back to Jesus. So as fate would have it, my great-great-grandfather had the largest moonshine sale bust on record in the state of Oklahoma for a time. I believe it was 464 gallons worth of moonshine that he could make at one time. And he only got busted because he switched from fire smoke, using the wood there, to the propane smoke because it didn't have no smoke. And he would, he would go through the propane company to get that propane. And it was interesting, the cops found it whenever the propane trucks started coming to town, like once a week instead of once every 2 months, because it was a small place where he's from. So I felt bad about them tweakers that blew themselves up in that trailer, and because they were probably just trying to make a little money just like everybody else is, and they did lose their lives. So I wrote the bridge for them to this song, to the nameless tweakers. We shall burn for our brother, lay low in the ground. We shall burn for the fact we're still hanging around, and that our friends be our family, and our family be strong, and our good names survive long after we're gone, and our good names survive long after we're gone. That cooked up last week is climbing the wall. So that is my song about my neighbors that blew themselves up making crystal methamphetamine in Bethel Acres, Oklahoma.
It's ironic, man.
Real nice place.
It's real nice place.
Because right before I heard that song at the Blue Doors, the first time I heard it.
Yeah.
And my old apartment in Stillwater was like at the very end of the building, and then people right next to me they cooked meth.
Yeah.
And I wrote a meth neighbor song too about them, and a lot of it was pretty similar. Where you're talking about how they were. Remember last time you were saying like out working on the lawnmower at like 2 a.m. when it's raining or something. Shit like that.
You know why tweakers prefer to make sexual relations together in the doggy style position?
What was that?
So they both look out the blind at the same time.
But it was ironic. I wrote that, then heard yours, and I was like, man, that one's way cool.
Well, we do live in the great state of Oklahoma.
That's right. It's all around. It's everywhere, man.
We got, it is everywhere. It's some kind of epidemic. But it's been an epidemic since anybody can remember anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I came down from Seattle, and it's the same up there, too.
See, yeah, it's like that everywhere. It's like
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yeah. Like that up there
I bought
too?
crystal methamphetamine off some guys with a power washer.
Horrible.
And you look for the guys with the power washers at the truck stops or at the Waffle House. Because these guys are a power washer.
Really?
No, yeah, they have a power washer trailer on the back of their truck, and they sit outside. And when I was in there eating my waffle, and I was like, those guys have been out there a while.
Yeah.
And I kept looking, and they had a power washer. I walked outside, and one of them kind of looked like he was going to say something to me, and I was like, hey, man, what you got?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Worked
I
out
bought,
for you.
I think I bought $30 worth of meth, and I did it over the next 3 days.
$10 a day, that ain't bad.
No, I spread it out. Of course, those were the early days. But who's to say I've got a red dirt problem? Well, pick us another one, Ben.
It's about that. I'll do that one. They're
Yeah.
always really cool to me, though. They're always really nice.
No, yeah,
That's
the
the other thing. That's why I really liked where you went with that bridge.
There's a stigma, and sometimes that's a real thing, but it's not always a real thing. Like stereotypes and stigmas.
Yeah.
People can be good and do math.
Yeah. But some of the funny ones are true.
That's so they are.
My neighbors cook methamphetamines. They ask me how I am, I smile, say I'm okay. After a long night that was chock full of stumbling, if they're in the wrong, I'm in no place to say. I can tell that they've got chemistry between them, and their love's as strong as their best hiding place. They had a rummage sale in the name of discretion. I found it clever, and and then I went about my day. Some people say that crime is just a sinner's vocation. Others claim there ain't no final way. Many rest their minds upon higher destinations, while others fall asleep before they pray. There's a couple grocery baskets in the driveway, and that big-ass teddy bear, he guards the door. And they're outside cleaning things that ain't dirty, and he's holding a hammer, but he can't recall what for. She's watering the rocks out in the garden. Stutters, baby, I think you missed a spot. And the sweet old smell of pine sol and depression, it's not much like the smell of mid-grade pine. Some people say that crime is just a sinner's vocation. Others claim there ain't no final way. Many rest their minds upon higher destinations, while others fall asleep before they pray. My neighbors cook methamphetamine. They ask me how I am, I smile, say I'm okay. After a long night that was chock full of stumbling, if they're in the wrong, I'm in no place to say.
Rendered success.
Some people say that crime is just a sinner's invention. Others claim there ain't no final way. Many put themselves inside dangerous situations. Others scratch their heads and walk away. Yeah, many rest their minds upon higher destinations, while others fall asleep before they pray.
That's rendered success. That's a great song.
Thank you.
Man, the pine sol part. There's just a lot of great lines in there.
I appreciate it, man.
No.
Well, it was easy because it was all just
It's real.
observations.
Yeah, you're just
know?
watching.
Yeah.
And that's the real stuff is I found just listening to more than like real shits. I don't know. I feel like he, may not necessarily like tell everything just like it happened.
Right.
But like, I don't know. It's hard to express. Like he draws his pain from somewhere. I don't know where it is, and it's not always gonna be about a woman. It's not always gonna be about, the theme of the song. Even sometimes you write a song just to get something out. It may be an emotion you're not necessarily feeling at the time. Maybe somebody else's story. Maybe somebody else's fucking neighbor's story that told you about it, and you came up with it in your head. It could be anything, and that's why it bugs me when people are like, "Man, I don't know if that happened," and I'm like, if you care, then it probably wasn't a great song anyway.
Yeah, exactly. If it bothers you that much.
Yeah. I think people get hung up, on getting that, well, it's just something I like to move to and dance to.
Yeah, exactly.
Those songs have their place, but, man, I feel like if people listen to songs a little more.
Yeah, and I don't think people I don't know. I think people try to kind of stray from the truth and stuff, and then a lot of that reality that's in those songs.
Yeah, denial. That's Red Dirt Denial right there.
Red Dirt Denial, yeah.
You go through Red Dirt Denial, and you got Red Dirt Depression on top of that.
Like, what the
Welcome
fuck?
to my world.
What's he so damn mad about?
What's he so damn mad about?
It's fine.
Oh, Jesus. Ha, 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 ha. I used to read tweets, but I just don't have much. Well, I have my 148 rules of Red Dirt success, which...
That's not enough. That's not enough.
Well, I picked 148 completely and totally at random. I was like, what was a weird number?
Yeah.
But I realized, like, man, I can't put them all in order because they have to be, some of them have to be really fucking that's a Red Dirt success.
Yeah.
And I felt like the top, like, 50 were going to be reserved for those. And so I
Right.
kind of spread them out.
Yeah.
So I had to start a note in my telephone.
Got to tweet a random one every day.
Yeah, absolutely. I try, but sometimes I get on a roll and there's like 5 really good ones, and I won't have a good one forever.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can get in that right mood, and like, it's
Oh, yeah.
fucking Red Dirt success. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Absolutely.
They're pretty good. They're hashtag Red Dirt Success, or you can visit my website at reddirtsuccess.com. I'm actually working on, I've got a whole lot of stuff already written for a couple of different projects I'm working on, which is going to be fun. The details of which will be revealed over time, but there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. I'm going to do a lot of stories. I'm going to go back and tell a lot of the Red Dirt truth. You know, and I think the honesty thing, man, you know, it don't have to be honest in your way. You know, it can do something completely different from writer to writer.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of people are empathetic about it. A lot of people that write songs.
Empathetic. That's the word of the day.
You know what I mean?
Red Dirt word of the day.
But you know what I mean? Where someone, you hear a story about somebody. I do a lot of songs like that.
Oh, I think it's not only healthy, but very, like, bearing in a positive direction on your songwriting when you write from a perspective that's not yours at all.
Right.
And express your emotions through somebody else that you created out of your own head,
Yeah.
or that you maybe heard a story about that was a real person. Like, that's how Iceman was for me. Like, I just heard this story. It's like, man, what must it be like to be in that guy's mind?
Yeah.
And, like, but that one, like, that would be an honest thing. Like, they were honest feelings from a person that I'd never met.
Yeah, and it's tricky because you don't. You
Oh,
want to try to relate yourself. You don't want to.
No.
I always kind of take on like
Empathy is way better of a word in a response to that. We could all work on that. Out there in Red Dirt Land. I had this idea. I'm going back to the sheet here. I wanted to share this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we forgot about the sheet. They make shit so difficult on this new goddamn Windows. Oh, that's not that bad.
What number are they on now?
I don't fucking know. I'm way behind.
10.
So I gave everybody nicknames. Well, I gave them monikers that weren't necessarily shorter, but were very fun. So mine is RDS, of course. And then we've got Dylan is Mud Creek, because he's fucking Mud Creek. And Ben is Youngblood. So it will say like,
What's mine?
Shut up, you are on here. I didn't know if you would do it. Oh, I have like this whole section of, this is fun. Topic 3, the 7 questions of Red Dirt delinquency. Question number 1, in a battle of hand-to-hand combat, who would you rather have fighting at your side? Mike McClure, Tom Skinner, Waldo, Buffalo Rogers, or all of the Red Dirt Rangers?
Buffalo.
That's exactly right. Red Dirt success? Yes!
Yeah.
Okay, number 2 is in Oklahoma, would you rather own A, a good mule or a good horse, B, chickens or guineas, C, cows or bison, and D, llamas or emus? So in each one, a good mule or a good horse. Being from Oklahoma, I would choose a good mule.
Whoa.
You carry more shit on a mule, and you ain't got to go so fucking far as you got to go in Texas. And these goddamn horse got a fucking
If
good
you're
back.
riding a fucking horse or a mule, you're going to be doing it recreationally.
No,
so
no,
you
I'm
want
talking
a fucking
like
horse.
Well,
so
I'm
you
talking
could
like
haul ass on it.
Shut up. All right. No, I don't want a horse. I want a mule. That's an Oklahoman answer.
It's cheaper too.
Red dirt success, and you can eat it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can eat a horse, I guess. But are you supposed to eat a mule? I don't know. I have had mule. Chickens are guineas. That's obvious. Guineas get more ticks. They kill way more ticks than chickens do.
Yeah, but chickens, you can get eggs.
Fuck
true,
chickens. Get guineas. You can eat guinea eggs.
That's free scrambled eggs.
Guinea eggs,
You
yeah.
eat guinea eggs. Fuck it. Come on.
They're probably tiny.
All right, cows or bison?
Bison,
Right. Llamas or emus?
both.
No, there's no both. You can only have one.
Emus.
I'd say llamas, man.
Llamas.
The obvious answer is
Llamas.
llamas.
Well, I
But
just
how
feel like
cool would it
emu-
be with some emus running
It would be
around?
cool.
Fuck an emu.
Don't
An
they get
emu's a
mean?
giant bird that wants to kill you.
Yeah,
You can
they're
eat the
mean.
eggs.
My buddy,
You get big ass eggs.
emu eggs. My
Yeah.
buddy, fucking, he tour manages with Caitlin Butts, and I call him Pecos because he had this job at the fucking wildlife park, and he was just like, he worked with fucking like tigers and lions and bears and shit on my, but he said the thing that he was most terrified of were the fucking emus.
Yeah.
Like,
I
they
believe
come in
you.
with their big old head and they just start pecking at you and like
Yeah.
fuck you up. And he's a big kid. He's afraid of a giant bird. I'm afraid of a giant bird.
They got
It's like
that,
a velociraptor.
Yeah.
They got that big ass claw on
It's a-
their.
It's a velociraptor.
Yeah. Descendants.
I'm telling you, red dirt descendant.
Red dirt descendants.
My red dirt descent. Every time we say red dirt, you take a drink. That's the game, people. So let's get this red dirt show back on down to Red Dirt Road.
Oh my goodness. That's pretty good. That was good.
I was gonna play a song. You asked me about one upstairs. I can't remember which one it was.
King of the Hill, man.
Aha! So I've told this story a couple of times, but nobody's heard it because nobody's downloaded the podcasts because we never put them up. But I wrote this song in Venice, Nebraska. Venice, Nebraska, if you go to Omaha and you turn left, you'll get to Venice in about 40 minutes. And it's right on a river, which is ironic because I had a river tie. And I was just having a real crazy weekend. And so I sat and I was trying to write a song, you know, to clear my head at least, if not about the issue, then about something else, if about whatever. And I was in a position where I could do nothing, literally nothing. And like I could find no peace. Like I could find no repast from it. Like there was no reprieve, not repast. Cut! That's an edit. Every time I do that, it'll spike up. Cut! Yeah, I couldn't find any peace. And so I had the verse, well, at least the first line, for a while. That was one of those slow cookers that just sat with me. And it was like, if there's peace in the valley, I'm king of the hill.
Yeah.
Because, like...
Sounds like a thought.
But I had that thought, and I tried to write it with Rick Briley and John Fulbright in Cushing, Oklahoma, and Wednesday afternoon music group, which is when me and Fulbright, or like sometimes Gabe, sometimes fucking whoever was around passed out and hung around till morning. We'd go drink coffee, and that was Wednesday afternoon music group.
There you go.
Yeah. And it was a lot of times it was me and John and Rick. We'd sit there and try to write. We tried to write this song for a while, and we all agreed it was a good idea, but none of us agreed that we knew how to do anything with it at the time. And I
Right.
didn't because I had never experienced true unrest to that point. I thought I had, but I had not.
Yeah.
And once I experienced, and I was in the midst, like right in the middle of experience, true, absolute, complete, total unrest, like
Red dirt
unable
unrest.
to rest.
Red
My
dirt
red dirt
unrest.
unrest. Travis Hodge for the win.
Thank you.
That was glorious. I was a little red dirt rusty. Let me catch you. So, anyway, I couldn't write the song because it started raining and I was hanging out with the cats. Eat the food that the cooks throw out, and the cook smokes weed, and he leaves his weed in a fucking pipe in like a to-go container that he keeps in the woods. And he comes out every fucking 15 minutes and goes, I'm like, why don't you just keep it in your pocket,
Yeah.
man?
You're going through a lot of trouble.
But yeah, right,
That's
really. And
funny.
it started pouring rain, and so there's no cover out there. I hate these. I just like listening to the room.
Whatever.
I sat out there as long as I could stand it. Everybody's in the van, and I can't write songs around people, really. Unless, they're song people or they're people I trust. Just to a completely whole other level. It's weird. It's like, and Charlie Stout said it kind of a different way, but more about co-writing. But I feel like that about anybody that's in the room as you're trying to write something. Like, I like to be, there's that one or two places. And I couldn't go to those places, so all I had was the gear trailers. Because all the gear was loaded on stage when we went to play, and it was just raining on the trailer, and I finished in the rain. If there's peace in the valley, I'm king of the hill. Where you run and you rat race, I'm standing still, washed in the blood of this time that I've killed. So say ye whatever ye will. If there's peace in the valley, I'm king of the hill. If there's peace in the valley, I'm king of the hill. If there's rest for the righteous, I'm up until the dawn, just exalting Tom Skinner, long since moved on. But I ain't slept a wink now, not for a week since you've gone. Love's ledger long, overdrawn. If there's rest for the righteous, I'm up until at dawn. If there's rest for the righteous, I'm up until the dawn. But you can't expect me to sit on my hand while you drift away on the wind. And I just stare at this wall and wait for a call or the rockets to fall. On the news, on the tens, don't start no story that sucks me right in, leads me along by the hand like a friend, and then takes off a running, disappears round some bend. Well, this can't be the way that it ends out. And it can't be the way that it ends. Oh Lord Jesus Christ, this just can't be the way that it ends. If there's peace in the valley, I'm king of the hill. I'm broke, I'm half homeless. Oh, and I can't pay my bills. I always figured she'd get tired of all these old red dirt thrills, but I just prayed that she never will. But she will if there's peace in the valley. Yes, if there's peace in the valley. If there's peace in the valley, I am king. I'm king of the hill. I'm king of the hill. I'm king of the hill. I like that one.
It's a good one.
Thanks for
It makes
playing
me
that,
want to
man.
keep going.
Absolutely.
Thank you for playing that.
I like playing that song. It's one thing to be proud of something. And like
Great song, man.
the thing, John explained it once as having like that new song that you know is fucking good is like walking around with a fucking something in your pocket that people really, really would think was fucking cool and not showing it to anybody. Like you take, and
Like
I've
a loaded gun.
Well, like before that period between the period between when you finish writing the song and play it, it's just like you motherfuckers don't even know. You don't even know it's coming.
Yeah.
And it's a good feeling. Fuck, man. Songs are one thing. Sometimes they fucking piss me off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm upset. But really, who am I upset at?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You're right, though. Fucking
Therapy. It's cheap.
Yeah. And sometimes the best ones are the ones that kind of piss you off.
Oh, right. Ben McKenzie, Stillwater, Oklahoma. Thanks for coming and being on the podcast. Play us out. Travis Hodge, thanks for having the old podcast.
Thank you, buddy.
Place is great. THLodge.com. RedDirtSuccess.com.
Hell yeah. It's about my grandpa and uncle in Texas. It's my mom's family.
Nice.
And they had a ranch that was by Mexico. And then after a long time, another one of my uncles, we don't really talk to him that much. He was he went to law school and was a lawyer and stuff, and signed off the whole ranch to the oil field and kind of did it under the table. But he knew his way around. He kind of knew how to do it without getting in a bunch of trouble or anything. And so they lost quite a bit of money in that. And now my grandpa's, we're going to his 80th birthday this next week. But he drives a pilot truck out for semis and stuff.
Yeah.
And one day, him and his brother Harold got in a wreck, and that was when I got really mad. I got really, really pissed off about that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think he'd been working his ass off all life.
Right,
You know,
like, yeah.
You know, if it had been me or something, it's different. But anyway, so I kind of wrote it out about that. Pistol at my hip and wolves at my door. I don't waste my breath settling some age-old score. But I count all my change, 10% up to the Lord. Make a run for cheap salvation, that damned old liquor store. But I won't cast down my anger on the ones that just won't quit. Bank is at my age, telling me to pay my debts. Hell, I've owned but just forgotten how it all hit the fan. Cling tight to tradition, but it's slipping through my hands. And I worked full-time for a while at a family-owned dealership. Traded horses on the side, bullpen, quinella bets. At our ranch down by the border, right by the Rio Grande. Ran upstream against that river, tore across this patch of land. To the sunbasted attorney, suit and dress you're wearing, fool. Robbed me of 1,000 acres, swears he didn't break the rule. Used to call him my little brother, yeah, that son of a bitch. We called him on his deathbed, hell, I hope that's where he is. And I won't write no eulogy. Well, he pinned the line to take what's mine away from me. Guilty millionaire, while I damn near work for free. I'm an out front pilot driver, right age of 83. Pistol at my hip, the wolves gathered around. Ought to empty out my clip and see who's last to hit the ground. If I don't cast down my anger, they ain't never gonna quit. Damn rats with their education taking all that they can get. Yeah, the hell with tradition, it'll live to my good name. I'm an out front pilot driver, has the lights, pouring rain. I'm an out front pilot driver, has the lights and the pouring rain.
Beautiful fucking song, man.
Thank you, man.
Wow.
Lead sound.
How about I heard that one? Did you play that the other night? Maybe you did.
Yeah, we were out there at
Maybe you
Dancing
did.
Deer.
It was
one
a
of the
little
first
hazy.
ones. Yeah, it was.
There was a red dirt haze been cast upon my vision. My name's Brian White. Thank you so much for listening. Brian White, the Red Dirt Success. And there's Travis Hodge over there, owner proprietor. T. Hodge Lodge.
Thank you, Travis.
Shawnee, Oklahoma. If you want to come record, you go to thodgelodge.com. Ben, you got a website, Facebook, such?
I got a Facebook website. My voice just cracked. A Facebook.
We sound like we're in high school. Mine cracked earlier.
Yeah, I know.
So it's lack of water. I need some water.
Got a music page, just Ben McKenzie. But
Rock and roll. Well, look up Ben. Go see where. Yeah, fucking A, all over Stillwater.
well, exactly. Yeah, all over Stillwater, all the miles.
That's called
Yeah.
paying them dues. Nobody ever told me, like one of my favorite bands, fucking Harvey Danger, one of their songs said, I want to pay my dues. I just want someone to tell me to make the check out to.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
That's good. Never heard that.
RedDirtSuccess.com. That's who. Thanks for joining us.